Okay, what's the first nature of God's character, which David is explaining in Psalm 139? He sees everything. Okay, second, he is everywhere present. All right, third, he is all powerful. God, you are all powerful or all skillful. God is all powerful or all skillful. Verses 13 to 18. Okay, now, as the world, gets into a lockdown situation, and where it becomes increasingly clear that the best way to communicate is through a laptop like this, using the technology. So, one area of interest for not just for me, but for many people, especially men, especially techie people, is they want to find out the most capable and powerful laptop. Okay, the most capable and most powerful laptop. And the other day I was also doing research. I realized that there's a laptop which Dell produces called Alienware M15 R2. Alienware M15 R2 by Dell. 15.6 inches. Full HD screen. 9th generation core. And right now we have i7 generation. Okay, 10th version. Okay, i7 10, but this is 9th generation Core i9, 16 GB, 1 TB storage, 1 TB solid state drive with 8 GB NVIDIA 2080 graphics, the best graphic card perhaps available right now. 8 GB NVIDIA 2080 graphics, a powerful beast of a machine. How powerful machine, and any task you throw at it, even though it involves a lot of video editing. I'm glad that Esther Jipu is here, and husband Jipu is a great volunteer for our ministry, and he also has helped us create some videos. And he talked about one video where the clip was just only truth about porn from Song of Songs chapter 8. Okay, just 2 sentences or 3 sentences. My sentences. Jipu made a video out of it, and he said the output was around 7 or 8 GB video, and that put a lot of strain on his laptop. But you put that in Dell Alienware M15. This is a powerful laptop. Any task you throw at it. Okay, even play high-end video games on it. It will do it smoothly. It will do it without a lag. Okay, now that is an imperfect picture of what God can do. God can do in this world. He can do. He's all powerful, and he does things creatively. He does things smoothly. There is nothing he can't do. And my son is a cricket fan. In 2019, Andre Russell became the most powerful, most brutally efficient batsman in IPL 2019. And of course, we are missing IPL in 2020 because of the corona pandemic. And Russell's final overs impact in IPL took hitting to an all-new level that ensured his team, KKR, could win from situations where T20 teams have never won before. His team will be in a position which no T20 team in the history of T20s has won. But if Russell was in there batting, KKR believed they could win. Okay, and here is one statistic. In the last 5 overs of the games in the tournament in 2019 IPL, Russell scored 351 runs of 141 balls at a strike rate of nearly 250. Only AB de Villiers had a higher strike rate, but AB de Villiers only played 55 balls in the last few overs. He always batted up front, a little easier to bat up front, but Russell batted towards the end. On 2 occasions, Russell single-handedly scored more than 50 runs in the last 3 overs to get KKR over the line. 50 runs in the last 3 overs. Nothing was impossible for Andre Russell in a T20 match when his team was chasing a target, even when he had only 3 overs to do it. He was all-powerful. It is an imperfect picture of what God can do. And that is the God that David is trying to describe in Psalm 139. He is all powerful. He is all everywhere present. He is all knowing. Okay, he sees everything. He is everywhere present, and he is all skillful. All skillful. And for that, to illustrate that, he brings us to the contemporary issue that we're going to talk about. Okay, the formation of a baby inside a mother's womb. All right, verse 13. Can you read that, Natasha? Psalm 139 and verse 13. What is God? God is first of all a creator. Okay, the conception happens in the mother's womb, not primarily because of a sexual relationship between a man and a woman. It is the work of God. It is the work of God. That is why in Psalm chapter 127 and verse 3, the Bible says, children are a heritage from God, offspring a reward from Him. Of course, they knew how babies were born during the Bible time. Of course, they knew that. But even then, the Bible is very clear. Okay? Children are a heritage from God. Yes, man and woman coming together is involved. But above that, it's God's sovereign will to bring a child into existence. He's a creator God. And I will never forget November 12, 2007, when I was in Rainbow Hospital. My wife was wheeled into that operation theater of that hospital for C-section number 2. And I was inside the operation theater when Dr. Pranti Reddy performed a C-section along with a team on my wife. Her stomach was sliced open and she fished out a slimy bundle of joy. And she said these exact words, Dale, your son has got a sister. And that's when I knew that I was a father to a baby girl. I was numb with excitement. I was numb with the most amazing joy that I ever had in all my life. I was witnessing the creation of God. He's a creator. Verse 13, first part, He's a creator. Not just creator, He's a designer. Second, 13 and verse, second part, Dale, Psalm 139. Okay, Natasha, yes. You knit me together in my mother's womb. You knit me together in my mother's womb. He's a designer. Okay, he's a designer. In fact, how God designs is a breathtaking thing. In fact, do you know that the way God has designed even as people, for example, different kinds of people have an ability to bear children to different capacities. For example, in Niger, a country in Africa, women give birth to about 6.5 children during their lifetime. Or else, okay, 2 women together will at least bear 13 children, 6.5 per woman, per woman. But while Singapore, 1 woman bears only 0.83 child. The childbirth rate is 0.83, but in Niger it's 6.5, which means 1 woman, the average is not even 1 child. And not just that, it's amazing. It's amazing how baby birth happens. I'm again talking about Natasha's birth. So my first one was a son. So I was deliberately praying that the second one should be a daughter. Of course, we would have accepted any baby God gave us, but I was praying for a daughter. As a dad, I wanted a daughter. Okay, and I desperately wanted a daughter. So I was praying that I wanted my X chromosome from my sperm to meet Ivan's eggs so that it will be a female. And then I was amazed to note the fertilized egg divided repeatedly as it traveled into the fallopian tube. Okay, so as it divided repeatedly in the fallopian tube, this fertilized egg, it was already alive. And then it attached itself okay, to the uterine wall and forms a shell, the placenta, and becomes bigger and bigger. All this happened in the first trimester. Okay, even the first trimester, the brain started developing, and the second trimester, second 3 months, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, all parts of the body started to form. Okay, the fetus starts moving in the second trimester. Okay, the moments could be felt by the mother. A man could feel the moment, okay, of the baby inside. And after week 25, the fetus inside, or the unformed baby inside, responds to even sound from outside, music from the outside, Bible reading from the outside. And the third 3 months, third trimester, the potter God gave final touches. Okay, formed the eyelashes, formed the taste buds. So God is at work in the baby, and that is what we read in between 13 to 16 of Psalm 139. How He designs. God is inside the womb of a woman designing. He's a designer. How do you apply that to your life? You know, God designs different events in your life. For example, if you read the book of Esther, chapter 6 and verse 1, okay, God designed that the king of the land should not have sleep. And because he didn't have sleep, he went and read a book. And in that book, he read about Mordecai and how he did his duty and saved his life. And he came to understand that Mordecai was not rewarded. Why? God coordinated that he would not have sleep. And because he didn't have sleep, he picked up a book. His attention fell on a book. On that book, the record of Mordecai doing a heroic thing of quelling an assassination attempt on him, but he was not rewarded. That he understood. And then he says, I must now reward him. And that was the beginning of how God saved the Jewish people. He designs things. Everything in your life. I know, God forbid you became corona positive today. You're listening to me? Even that God allows for a purpose. He's a great grand weaver. He's a grand weaver. He allows it for a purpose.